What the Buddha really taught about suffering. Have you ever wondered, why does everyone suffer? Regardless of our status, background, or where we come from, every human being must go through pain. Some suffer visibly, through illness, loss, separation. Others suffer in silence, in loneliness, emotional emptiness, or feeling lost in life. The Buddha, a man who once lived in luxury, gave it all up to seek the answer to this fundamental question. And what he found wasn't a miracle. It was a path paved with wisdom and compassion. Right after his enlightenment, the Buddha's first teaching wasn't about gods, miracles, or eternal happiness. It was a simple yet profound truth. Life is suffering. In the Scriptures, he explained, birth is suffering, aging is suffering, sickness is suffering, death is suffering. Being apart from what we love is suffering. Being with what we dislike is suffering. Wanting something and not getting it, that too is suffering. This is not pessimism, it is truth. And when we stop pretending otherwise, a deep sense of relief begins to bloom. We no longer need to fake strength or escape reality. We are allowed to breathe, to feel, to heal. Have you ever felt pressured to become someone that society expects, only to feel hollow inside? That too is suffering. And recognizing this helps us truly care for ourselves. But the miracle lies in what came next. The Buddha didn't stop at naming suffering. He laid out a clear path to understand and transcend it, called the Four Noble Truths. The truth of suffering. Life contains suffering. Do not run away from it. The cause of suffering. It stems from craving, attachment, and ignorance. The cessation of suffering. Suffering can end, not by destroying the world, but by removing ignorance within the mind. The path. The Noble Eightfold Path. Practical steps to transform suffering through right view, mindfulness, concentration, and wise living. This is not mere philosophy. It is a survival guide for the human soul. A map that modern people, lost in emotional chaos, can follow to reconnect with inner truth and clarity. Most people react to suffering. They complain, avoid, blame. But the Buddha invites us to observe, understand, and transform. Suffering is not an enemy. It is a quiet teacher. It reveals what we're clinging to, the illusions we believe, and the truths we've denied. A wounded heart, when approached with wisdom, becomes a heart that knows how to love, how to understand. In the modern world, suffering takes new forms. Work stress, invisible anxiety, the feeling of losing direction despite having everything. We are busier, richer, but not necessarily more peaceful. That's why the Buddha's teachings are more relevant than ever. In moments of real life, raising children, caring for aging parents, facing unemployment, or lying awake at night, the Buddha's words still ring like a gentle bell of awakening. The Dharma does not ask you to become a monk or abandon life. It simply asks you to live without being swept away, to acknowledge suffering without being crushed by it, to let go without being indifferent, to love without clinging. This is the wisdom of awakening. It is when you walk through a crowded city but keep stillness in your heart. When you work, love, and strive, but do not lose yourself in society's endless demands. It is the art of living mindfully in the chaos. If you are suffering, know that it doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And that's where compassion begins. Look at your pain with understanding. Listen to your own sighs with kindness, and take the next step, slowly, on the path that the Buddha laid out more than 2,500 years ago. Because within each personal pain lies a universal calling, to understand each other more, to be gentle with ourselves and one another. That is where compassion is born, not from perfection, but from deep empathy. When your friend loses a job, when a single mother struggles to raise her child, when an elder is lonely in their own home, your awakened heart is the greatest gift you can offer. Begin today with a mindful breath, a compassionate gaze, and a single step toward the light. Subscribe to Buddhist Scriptures to walk this path together, to learn the Buddha's timeless wisdom, to heal your heart, and to rediscover peace within. And if you've ever sat alone in the middle of the night, listening to your heartbeat and feeling your tears fall in silence, you already know. Spiritual awakening doesn't come from books. It comes from pain that's been lived, witnessed, and transformed.